Day 7. In this video, I will show you how to have phone calls that would bring you positive answers. And this is a training that you will do with your person. First you give an information how to do it, and then you will train your person with you one-on-one how to do it. Yeah. You of course ask in the beginning of the meeting as usual, how are you feeling, what questions you have, and you answer all the questions that the person has. Don't leave anything, because it will keep rolling in their head, all those questions. So you have to answer all the questions that they have in their head. You have to help them and guide them. Yeah? So day 7. If person is calling or receiving calls, for example, you work through advertising and some people call them. So how to answer those calls, how to talk with people that they're interested and curious to know more and to join your team. First of all, you have to explain to the person that they also always have to smile, because even through the phone, if we smile, our voice changes. We will see and we feel that the person is smiling and has a positive vibe if we are smiling. So the person always has to smile. The smile is very important. It's the first thing. Second thing, speak the same language that the person on the other side is speaking. Yeah. So for example, you pick up and the person says good evening. You have to also reply good evening. Yeah? You cannot reply on good evening, hey. So you have to speak the same language. If person says hey, how are you, or what's up, you also have to reply like that, because that will connect the person. The person will understand you if you talk the same language. It's not only language itself, but how you talk have to be the same. Also the tempo of your talking. If the person speaks all the time fast, you cannot speak slow, because the person will not understand you. They process information fast, so you also have to speak fast. You have to pick up your tempo. If the person, and vice versa, if the person speaks slow, never start to blubber and speak fast, because they will not get information, because their brain is not will not be processing information. They are not ready to process fast information. They will half of even more they will lose. So speak the same language and the same tempo with the person, and with a smile. Also, you have to explain to your new partner that being confident in what you are talking and being kind in your talking is very important. It shows your confidence in what you are bringing to the table, so that attracts people to know more. So this is also important. The next step is this first phone call, first connection on the phone, have to guide the person to meet through the video for a business presentation, or to invite to the live business presentation. So you have to teach your person that on the phone call, it's a rule. You can answer 2 questions. You are not allowed to answer the 3rd question. So 2 questions we can answer, the 3rd question, no. Why? If the person constantly is asking you questions, he will get all the information he needs, and he will not come to your business presentation. And our goal that the person comes to the business presentation live or through video. So 2 questions allowed to answer. 3rd question you answer, I see that you're curious. Let's have a meeting that I can discuss and explain to you everything in more detail. Next point, you have to explain to your new partner, and you have to pay attention that the partner writes all those steps. Yeah? It's very important that he writes everything. So the next step would be he have to lead that conversation. So we as a presenter have to lead this conversation. The person who asks questions leads the conversation. If the person notices, or we feel that on the other side the person starts to ask too many questions, a lot of questions, you have to stop that, because they take over leading position, and now you are lower, and this person we like to follow a stronger person. So when the person starts to feel that they are stronger in this conversation, they will most likely will not follow you. So you have to turn this conversation, and you have to ask questions to the person to lead this conversation. For example, why are you searching a new job, or why are you searching extra income? And let the person speak. Or tell me your story. Do you have a family? And why exactly this business? Why exactly me? So all those questions you can ask to the person. As I mentioned before, outcome of this call should be arranged time and day for the meeting through the video call or the live meeting. You have to teach the person, your newcomer, that they have to get that information, and it have to be fixed. Like this time, this day, we meet with you to discuss further and more. Yeah. The next, teach your person, your newbie, that no is also a good outcome of the conversation. Yeah, not everyone will say yes, not everyone will be willing to join your team, and it's normal because we're all so different, and sometimes we feel that we cannot work together because we're two different people, and it's normal. And sometimes you also have to say no to some people. Yeah, so explain to your person that you have to stay calm and okay if person says yes and if person says no. It's the outcome of the conversation, so it's also both of them are good, so you have to teach that. And the last step that you have to explain to the person that we should never have pauses, because pause will never stay empty. If we have a pause in a conversation, that pause will be always filled in with a question, and that question most of the time comes from the person whom we are talking to, and that's again coming to the point that he will become a leading person, and we don't want that. So try never to have pauses in your conversation. Yeah, lead with the questions that conversation. And the last advice that you can give to your newbie is to record on a recording machine those conversations, that he can or she can listen afterwards to that conversation and see what went well and what mistakes that they did. So this system you give to your person, and then at the end you say, let's train this. I will be the person who calls you, who saw the advertisement, your advertisement, and I'm calling you to know more. I want to know more information. And you really do like a conversation. So you're like calling, like playing that conversation, and you see how the person remembers all those steps that you gave, if they follow or no. So you do like a small training with your person, and this is how you end this day. And of course at the end you ask, how was it? How was our meeting? Did you find something new? Was it interesting? And you agree for the next meeting. So the ending is always the same. And here you also give a homework to learn these steps, to learn these rules, and to explain that the next meeting you will train this conversation again with him or her. So I hope it helps. I hope you found something new for yourself and noted also. And yeah, I hope you're subscribed for the next valuable videos, and see you next time. Have an amazing day, night, eve, whenever you're watching.